What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another one of my DIY videos. So for today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made all of these items from my local thrift store, Dollar Tree, and Walmart. Yes, you guys, all of this stuff is gently used, stuff that people just kicked onto the curb, but you know what? Somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure. Before we get started on this video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and then also don't forget to ring that notification bell and make sure you smash that like button. So before any of you go and toss out some of that old Halloween decorations that have been sitting there, take a good look at it. There could be a diamond in the rough before you toss it out, and if you do, thank you, because I will be the one buying it. Now let's go ahead and dive right into this video. So these little cute pumpkins I picked up at my local Dollar Tree, and they're hollow on the inside, which is perfect for this project. And what I did is I went ahead and spray painted all of them with my Rust-Oleum flat white paint. And I only did one coat since I am going to be doing fabric over it. And this tablecloth I picked up at my local Goodwill for $4 and what is that? 49 cents, you guys. So I went ahead and just kind of measured it out, like eyeballed it, to see how much of a big piece I needed. Once I cut out my little square, I started to stick the fabric inside of the pumpkin and then hot gluing some edges, the ones that didn't want to stay down. And I got everything for, I can't remember what was my total, but you do get 20% off anytime you spend $20 at the Goodwill. So that's pretty awesome. Once you are done, you want to make sure that all the fabric is neatly tucked in. And then I just went ahead and went onto my backyard, picked up some sticks, and I mean, I had a tough time cutting them, but I just went ahead and used that instead of the little green foam thing that came with it. And I just stuck it right inside with a little bit of hot glue, and voila. Now, and then I got some twine, in which you can pick up this twine at the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. And I did 3 strands and I just tied it, and it just looked like the little pieces that curl out of the pumpkin. Now this wreath I picked up at Goodwill, and it was perfect because I wanted to kind of incorporate some neutral tones. And it came with a spider and some little skeletons, and this was only $4.49, and again I got 20% off of that. So I just went ahead and started taking everything off of it because it had cobwebs and all sorts of stuff, which the spider was a bonus because I ended up putting that in my daughter's bedroom. And now these little eucalyptus leaves I picked up at Walmart, and it was $2 each bundle, and I picked up 3. And I ended up cutting up one so that way I could use it to stick it into different spots on my wreath. And then I picked up some floral wire while I was there because I was too lazy to drive to the Dollar Tree. And this was only $1.29, so 29 cents for me not to drive over there. I was like, it's worth it. And then I cut a little piece of fabric and I hot glued it onto the bottom of my pumpkin, and then I ran the wire on there so that way I can go ahead and wrap that around the wreath, in which I'm making it look so easy because I'm forwarding and editing, but you guys wouldn't even believe me that it took me like an hour to put these things on there. Look how how stinking cute those pumpkins are. I was debating on even putting them on there because I wanted to put them all throughout the house, but I was like, no, keep yourself focused. This is why you bought these. And then these are the pieces that I had cut off to just kind of stick them here and there. And I put a little bit of hot glue on the end to hope that it would stick on. And now these two poor ratchet pumpkins were only $2.49 for both, each, which is a really good deal. And these were not completely hollow. I ended up figuring that out once I started stabbing it and nothing was happening. So I had to dig some of it out. And the same thing as the first small little hollow pumpkin, I just went ahead and shoved some of that fabric in there with my scissors because Lord knows I was not trying to break a nail trying to do that. And I did have some areas where I had extra fabric, so I just went ahead and cut it out because there was no way it was going to be able to fit in there. So if you decide to do these, just know that if you do have extra fabric, it's okay to cut some of it out and then just stick it in there. Make sure you hot glue it to where you can't see certain areas. And of course, the same thing. I put one of those twigs inside my pumpkin, and of course I wanted everything to be cohesive, so I did the same thing and put the twine around the pumpkin. This little half pumpkin looked brand new and it was only $1.49, and I know, I'm sorry you guys, I did not pay attention that it was upside down, but it was $1.49. And then I also picked up this frame while I was there for $3.49. And what I did was I kind of just scratched off some of the stickers that was going to be showing once the pumpkin was going to be placed on top. So there was really no need for me to remove the stickers entirely. I popped out the whole backing of this frame, and then I had some burlap. It was a runner that I used for Thanksgiving, and I traced it, cut it, and once all that was done, I just went ahead and hot glued it onto the back part of the frame. And I used a good amount of hot glue because I didn't want this getting all loosey-goosey inside of my frame. And of course I cleaned it out because I left my big old thumbprints all over the front and the inside of it. And of course a good amount of hot glue to seal it, and I had to beat it in there. I was almost like, gosh, this looks cute just by itself like that. So I did a lot of hot glue to make sure that it wouldn't move around. I've done this before with E6000, but it does take a while, so I decided to just opt out for my hot glue gun. Now, if any of you guys have any of these like little mailboxes, we all know we never use this thing for mail. So I decided to spruce it up because my pumpkin was gonna go right above it. And I bought these succulents at the Dollar Tree, including, I also bought the foam from there, just to make it look nice and pretty when I hang up my keys, because no mail's going in there. And now I purchased 2 of these pumpkins at Goodwill, and they're those really nice sturdy ones that you would buy at Hobby Lobby. And I bought this for $3.49, and once I spray painted both of them, I went ahead and I used my khaki color apple barrel acrylic paint just to do the top part. You can use any color you like, but like I said, I was really trying to incorporate some neutrals in there. And then I went ahead and I went in with my coffee bean. If I'm wrong, I will go ahead and put that in my description box if any of you guys are interested. And then I used some of that burlap to cut out some little leaves to put on my pumpkin. I just kind of went for it, didn't even trace anything. I just figured, who cares? It's a leaf, it'll go on there, it'll look fine. And of course, can't forget about the twine. And I believe I purchased that runner at Walmart. I think it was like $7 last year. For any of you guys that might be interested in it. It was a good amount too. I had a lot. Okay, so I have to explain myself. So I had made this one last year and I just never posted it because I didn't think it was good enough. And this year I purchased 3 more pumpkins at Goodwill, and I decided to do the same thing, but I don't know how, but I ended up deleting all of my footage of my recent painting and some of this one. I don't know what was going on with me. So I'm so sorry, you guys, I don't have footage of this, but I am showing you guys how the pumpkins look like before I painted them white and black. I'm so sorry once again. And here is what everything looks like all together. This is a corkboard that I had put chalk paint on, and I drew the Hocus Pocus sign on there. And everything just looks super beautiful. I love coming downstairs and seeing everything and knowing that I didn't pay a lot for it, because of course these were things that I purchased at my thrift store. And these tiny little pumpkins were purchased at the Dollar Tree if you can get a hold of some. They're super cute, very inexpensive, and all of these pumpkins light up. Oh, everything looks just so wonderful. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure that you give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on my next DIY video. Love you guys. Bye.